So tonight's film and this week's 52 Films by Women film was Five Nights in Maine, which I've been looking forward to seeing since it premiered at Toronto last year. It's written and directed by Maris Curran. I think this is her first film, and she actually wrote this film with David Oyelowo in mind. And I think it was at the Sundance Film Festival a few years back that she brought it to him and said, "Hey, I wrote this for you. Will you please just read it and then, think about it?" And he ended up enjoying it and helped produce the film. So that's kind of the backstory. It stars David Oyelowo, Dianne Wiest, Rosie Perez, Hani Furstenberg, who was in The Loneliest Planet, which I really hated, and Dianne Paris. And it's about a man whose wife, played by Hani Furstenberg, has died, and him going to visit his mother-in-law and sort of trying to deal with his grief by getting an idea of what it was that the relationship with the daughter and the mother was like, because one of the last things she had done was go visit her mother, and she came back sort of upset, and he's just trying to understand more about his late wife. And so basically it's a portrait of grief, and it's the portrait of his grief as a man who's lost his wife, and a portrait of her grief as a woman who's lost her daughter. She's also dealing with cancer, so she's got survivor's guilt for not having her daughter die in a car accident when she has cancer. So really, she should be the one that died. And then Rosie Perez is great as her nurse. And you see the wife mostly in flashbacks. So the film is very deliberately paced and very sparse, and I don't think a lot of people are going to enjoy it because of that. It's just a very sparse film, and it's very much these two actors doing what they do, with a little bit with some of the other people, including Rosie Perez, obviously, giving a very solid performance. And so I liked that I liked the way it explored grief, and I liked how raw the performances were, and how Dianne Wiest's, basically it was the best, I think, performance of someone who's dealing with the pain of cancer since Meryl Streep in One True Thing. And I think it also really showcased what it's like to both be close to someone, but the person that you know is a different person, because who the husband knows of his wife is not quite the same person as when she's with her mother. And so they're both grieving over the same person, but their grief is for a different version of that person. And I thought the film sort of explored that really well. There's a lot of really great scenes of David Oyelowo crying, and as a person who enjoys men crying on film, I quite enjoyed that. It's about 83 minutes long. It's beautifully shot, set in Maine. I think it's on VOD right now. I saw it in Atlanta. It's playing at the Plaza. It's playing in about 10 markets, I think, right now. And then if it's not playing near you, you can rent it on VOD. I think if you're a David Oyelowo fan or a Dianne Wiest fan, you should definitely check this out. I'm not sure if I can... My Siri just turned on my phone. Siri, no. Fanny, my cat, just turned Siri on my phone. Off things that are happening off camera. It's chaos back here. Okay, so if you like either of them, I definitely recommend this film. I'm not sure that I can recommend it overall, because I'm still trying to decide if I didn't hate it, but I'm still trying to decide if I felt like it was a success as a film, if that makes sense. I gotta think on it some more. Anyways, it came out yesterday, so you should try to see it and let me know what you thought, because this is definitely one I feel like I wish someone else had seen it and I could discuss it with them. This was Maris Curran's Five Nights in Maine, and it's from this year.